guys, good night. This is day 491, Baqarah 258 to 260. Are you, O Prophet, not aware of the one who argued with Abraham about his Lord because Allah had granted him kingship? Remember when Abraham said, "My Lord is the one who has power to give life and cause death." He argued, "I do have the power to give life and cause death." Abraham challenged him, "Allah causes the sun to rise from the east, so make it rise from the west." And so the disbeliever was dumbstruck. And Allah does not guide the wrongdoing people. Or are you not aware of the one who passed by a city which was in ruins? He wondered, how could Allah bring this back to life after its destruction? So Allah caused him to die for 100 years, then brought him back to life. Allah asked, "How long have you remained in this state?" He replied, "Perhaps a day or part of a day." Allah said, "No, you have remained here for 100 years. Just look at your food and drink. They have not spoiled. But now look at the remains of your donkey. And so we have made you into a sign for humanity. And look at the bones of the donkey, how we bring them together, then clothe them with flesh." When this was made clear to him, he declared, "Now I know that Allah is most capable of everything." And remember when Abraham said, "My Lord, show me how you give life to death." Allah responded, "Do you not believe?" Abraham replied, "Yes, I do, but just so my heart can be reassured." Allah said, "Then bring 4 birds, train them to come to you, then scatter them on different hilltops. Then call them back and they will fly to you in haste. And so you will know that Allah is Almighty, All-Wise." After last night we studied including the verse Ayatul Kursi, the magnificent declaration of Allah's sovereignty, knowledge and power. Now we come up with 3 different short stories to show the greatness of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, having power over everything. The first thing is, of course, Abraham says that Allah is the one who gives power to life and cause death, and the king then says, "Yeah, I give the power and death." He forgives people's life and they get out of prison, and if he says, "Okay, kill him," and then they kill him. So he says, "I do the same." But Prophet Abraham said, "Okay, Allah causes sun to rise from east, so make it rise from west." And of course, king suddenly shocked because he has no such power. Because Allah Jalla Jalalu created all this universe, of course, He controls everything. How they rotate, how they relate to each other, and things like that. Think about that. For ordinary person, sun is rising from east and it goes all the way to west. An ordinary person would say that we, as we stand on the earth, are stationary and the sun is moving all around us. You may conclude this, whereas it's not true, because Allah models such that we turn around the sun, but since we are on the earth stationary, we see that sun is rotating, whereas it's the thing that we are rotating. So everything goes the way Allah Jalla Jalaluhu planned. And then another short story about a man who passed by a ruined city and wondered how Allah could bring it back to life. And Allah Jalla Jalaluhu caused him to die for 100 years and then raised him and said, look, you don't know how long sort of you were sleeping, but you were dead, and then you woke up now, and look, 100 years passed, but your food and drink is still here, they are not spoiled, but your donkey, it's none, it's gone. The only remain of its bones are here. And 100 years ago, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu covered these bones with flesh, and it was like donkey, and then you were riding it and using it, etc. So that's a second thing. And the third thing is an interesting story of Abraham also. The first interesting part that somewhat shocks me is the thing that a prophet like Abraham, he is sort of as if he looks like he has some thoughts about how Allah Jalla Jalaluhu give life to that. And Allah asks, do you not believe? But Abraham says, no, I do, but just so my heart can be reassured. That is, in Arabic term mutma'in, it's the heart should be reassured. That's why I'm asking. I believe you can do everything, but my heart wants to see it, how it could happen. And then some commentators translate differently, but in any case, take different four birds, train them, and then some commentators say that cut them into pieces and then scatter them on different hilltops and call them, and they will come together and then fly back to you. But some commentators also say that for grammatically there is no cutting there actually. It's they're taming. It's like falcon, some birds, you tame them so they get used to you, and then it doesn't matter how far you put, if you call them, they come to you. In different hilltops, put them, since they are tamed to you. When you call them, they will just fly back to you. So Allah knows the best, of course. But it's interesting that Abraham says, yes, I do. I believe that you can do, but just to be mutma'in, just to make sure my heart reassured. I want to see, or I want to feel it. An interesting story.